Thanks, Coach. Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Philadelphia Eagles. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Rush in.
Operating from the gun, Fields. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega right side. 23 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Fields, flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Deron Payne. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Looking to throw. Fields. Steps away to his left. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it. and didn't get anywhere close to a first down. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now Haskins down around his goal line. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
First down, Redskins.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming.
First carry for Darius Geis. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. He'll rumble for about 6, up across the 20 to the 22.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's third down.
On third down, here's Love. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Mike 20. All right, T, let's Hayward. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Fields. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. That one clearly still early, but that would be a bit of a surprise. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 34-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the carry, it's Love. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. The carry here for the big tight end. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
First down, Washington.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Ready. Slam.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Out of the gun, Geis. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 43.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
39-yard line.
They go play action now. Haskins. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. He gets it to Sims, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Yards to go.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, it's Haskins. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Kill, kill, kill. Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Mike 12. Mike 12. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. 64. Quick. He don't want it. Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, Pete. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Mike 5. Mike 5. A couple echoes.
Here's 2nd and 8. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, and it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
Back to throw. Fields. Throwing right, and that's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up second down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Throwing again, here's Haskins. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score, and the Bengals out to the early advantage. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. Taken in at the 11. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Shift. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
2nd and 6. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The sack by Jordan Willis.
You're
A
shot.
loss of 9 on the play.
Hey, take
Brings
yourself
up 3rd
back
down.
there. Shot back there, huh?
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Around the NFL, 2nd quarter down in Tampa. And it's the Cowboys that have moved out to an early advantage. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now it's Haskins. Complete. Richardson has it. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
To throw on 2nd down. Fields. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Richardson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
At the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, Haskins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. There he goes, left side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-0.
Next to score, Eagles 21, Redskins 0. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Let's go now.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. That kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
2nd and 3. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
From the gun, Fields. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Shoot up, shoot up.
On 1st and 10, Fields. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. We've seen this a few times in this game. That offensive line just, I don't know if you want to call it out-physicaled, out-toughed, whatever you want to use.
And what people do when that is happening, when they're getting dominated that way, they spread things out a little bit, make it more of a space game, and allow your skill position players to make a few plays out in open field. Take away the physical element, gives you a chance.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Here's Tressway now. as he's on to punt for Washington. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a third quarter score. The gap has widened there. The Packers have scored again. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Eagles 35, Redskins nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken very short.
We got
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now a handoff, Geis going right. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's Tressway now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The safety, Landon Collins, there to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Boston Scott, his first carry. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Fields. And that is incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a toss. This is Geis. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Geis try to get to the outside. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, well, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Go. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back home. Let's make these babies cry on the way back home.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
Mark 5. Danny, Danny.
From the gun, Fields. And that is incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
A 64-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So there you go, partner. How about that?
Oh, that was pretty cool.
That will tie the all-time record set by Matt Prater of the Broncos back in 2013.
And you know, when Prater hit from 64, that was like breaking DiMaggio's streak or breaking the 4-minute mile of Bannister. Tom Dempsey, 63, that was a legendary number. So to top that here, even if it just ties the record, pretty darn awesome.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine